What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Kyle's Gaming. It's your boy Kyle, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be counting down my picks for the top 5 best zombies maps of all time. Just to be clear, guys, this is my own personal opinion. It is not 100% fact. It is just what I think about these maps and what I think are the absolute best. So, if you guys wouldn't mind helping me out by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel for new videos posted on a regular basis. I am on the road to 100 subscribers, so that would really help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Kicking off our list at number 5, guys, we have Noctur Der Toten, the OG Zombies map. This is just chock full of nostalgia for me. It's just nothing but a nostalgia trip, and that is one of the things I just absolutely love about it, is going back to it and seeing the beginning of what zombies has become, and just looking back and seeing how much it's grown through Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, even into Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and just everything that zombies has become because of World at War and because of this map. This map is the map that started it all. And the best part, there's nothing crazy about it. There's no Easter egg, no perks, just the mystery box, wall weapons, killing zombies, just doing your thing. Now, there are still a couple of problems with this map. Number 1, the rounds go by incredibly slow, so it does tend to get boring after a while. Number 2, it is a small map, so there's not really anywhere to train. It's not necessarily for 4 people unless you camp up by the stairs near the window at the top of the stairs and everything. And then lastly, World at War is old, and its engine is so old. The zombies are slow to attack you. They actually have to stop and then swipe instead of swiping while they're moving. And it's kind of just a bit of a laggy, sometimes glitchy mess. But otherwise, other than that stuff, it's a great nostalgia trip. It's really good for, just kicking off your new zombies experience. And it's always just so much fun to go back to and go back on that nostalgia trip. So Noctur Der Toten definitely has its problems. That's only because it's old. It's still a ton of fun, and it comes in at number 5. Moving on down to the number 4 spot on our list, guys, we have Kino Der Toten. Now, this map is kind of the OG of Black Ops 1. That and 5. But the thing about Kino Der Toten that I really love is that it's a really good map for learning about the perks and the pack-a-punch whenever you do Black Ops 1 zombies. And another thing that I do really like about it, of course, is the stage. The stage is like the perfect training area if you're good at Black Ops 1 zombies and you know what you're doing. I am not, so it was a bit of a chore for me to try and learn how to actually use the stage for training, but once I did get the hang of it, I was able to make it into rounds, 20s and 30s. You got the Hellhounds. You've got this pretty big map, not just for training, but just for kind of running around, killing the zombies, just doing your thing. And I gotta be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of Black Ops 1, but this is just a really awesome map that I do love coming back to and playing, much more than like 5 or Call of the Dead, or hell, definitely Moon. To be honest, it's really easy for what it has on it with the perks and the pack-a-punch and everything, but it's easy to understand. There's no Easter egg. There's nothing really complex about it. And number 1, of course, the Thunder Gun. Oh boy, the Thunder Gun and the stage just makes for like an unbeatable combination. It's basically the impossible setup of Mob of the Dead, but on Kino Der Toten. It is just a really fun map to go back to. It kind of has an eerie feeling to it because it's called Theater of the Damned in German, and Nacht is the Night of the Living Dead and everything. So both names are really awesome in that sense, and they really fit with the whole aesthetic of zombies. The one thing I really don't like about it is the Nova Crawlers, and there are a few other weapons that just aren't nearly as good, and the Jug is in a pretty bad spot. you go over there, and there's really nowhere to come out of. It's just a straight shot right into the zombies whenever you go to get Jug, so you kind of have to get it in between rounds. But otherwise, guys, it is a solid Black Ops 1 map. I love coming back to it every once in a while, and it comes in at number 4. And coming in at number 3 on our list, guys, we have Buried. Now, I gotta be completely honest, Buried is one of my absolute favorite maps of all time. It is not the best map, but it definitely holds a place in my heart because it is just so much fun to go back and play, despite the fact that it is so easy. And that's why it comes in at number 3, is because it's one of the absolute easiest maps of all time. Really, all you have to do on this map is sit by the Jug location, or just jump up on top of the bank using the paralyzer, sit there with the paralyzer, the AN-94, and, you know, all 4 of your perks, and you're basically solid. You basically just can't die unless you start doing stupid stuff because you're bored, or you're just not that good of a zombies player. But I mean, there's just so much here that makes it a really good map. You have the LSAT, you have, like I said, the paralyzer, the ray gun Mark II, you have Leroy to open the areas, and I did think that was a pretty cool way, a pretty cool thing to add in here, is you actually had areas blocked off and you had to use Leroy to open them. Thought that was pretty good. The witches I don't really care for too much, except for the fact that they give you a free perk. The Pack-a-Punch is in a bit of a tough spot, but, you know, it's not terrible. It is still easy to get to. The maze changes all the time, which I think is both good and bad, because it's pretty cool, the whole maze aspect of it, but it's just really annoying having to go through that every single time. And, I mean, there's just so much to love about Buried, but there's also just a few things that pull it back and make it not as good as the next maps on our list. But still, Buried is one of the best maps of all time in my opinion, despite the fact that it is just so easy, and it deserves a spot on this list at number 3. Moving on down to the number 2 spot on the list, guys, we have Der Riese, yet another World at War map. And the special thing about Der Riese as to why it comes in at number 2 is because, for me, guys, it doesn't matter which version of it I'm playing, what iteration of it I'm playing, it's just such a good map. So there's the World at War version, there's the Black Ops 1 version, and then there's technically the Black Ops 3 version, which is called the Giant. So there's 3 different variations of it, 3 different games, like Black Ops Zombies games you can play it on, and each and every single one of them is just so awesome. But the Der Riese one, there's just something special about it. Yes, you still have the glitches. You have what's called the gravity, which is where a zombie can actually kind of grab you and pull you in, and it sometimes will take more like 1 hit in order to kill you instead of the normal 2, and it's a lot easier to die, which really sucks. But I mean, you have the Wunderwaffe, you have the PPSH, and it's just so good at teaching players about not just the perks, but also the Pack-a-Punch machine, and giving them so much space to be able to walk around and everything. And that camping spot up on the catwalk, that has got to be like the OG camping spot, aside from the Noctur Der Toten one that I mentioned in that part of the video. So this is also one of the OG camping spots in all of Call of Duty Zombies. And honestly, guys, Der Riese is just one of those maps that is not just chock full of nostalgia. It's just a good map. Seriously, I don't even know what else to say about it other than it's a really good map. I don't play it very often, at least not the World at War version, because I do feel it is really buggy and glitchy, but the Black Ops 1 version and the Black Ops 3 version, the Giant, dude, freaking sign me up. I will play that map all stinking day, but not as much as the number 1 choice. So let's go ahead and see what could possibly be better than Der Riese. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 1 on our list of the top 5 best zombies maps of all time, we have Origins and Mob of the Dead. That is right, we have a tie. I honestly just could not decide between these two maps. Not just because I find them equally enjoyable and awesome, but because they're just so similar in so many ways. For number one, Wonder Weapons. Origins has the staffs. Mob of the Dead has the Victrolic Withering. Both such awesome Wonder Weapons. Now, yes, Origins has the 4 staffs, and then Mob of the Dead really only has the one OP, not OG, OP Wonder Weapon in the Victrolic Withering, but still. On Origins, you have the Panzer Soldat boss. On Mob of the Dead, you have Brutus. On Origins, you have this extra area, sort of like really small map added to this place called Agartha. And then for Mob of the Dead, you have the Golden Gate Bridge, or whatever kind of bridge it is. Guys, seriously, these two are so similar in so many ways. They're both so enjoyable. Their Easter eggs are both really awesome. I've never actually completed them myself and seen them firsthand, but I've watched plenty of videos on them, and they are both really fun, and I know that if I actually did them, I would really enjoy them. And then, honestly, just like with our last one, Riese, I don't know what else to say about these because they are both so great and enjoyable. When you think about Black Ops 2, or like all of the Call of Duty maps of all time, they just kept kind of getting better. I mean, with World at War, they were really buggy because of the engine. With Black Ops 1, yeah, people liked Ascension. I'm sure they liked, Moon, Call of the Dead, and even Shangri-La for some people, and they enjoyed aspects of them. But I don't know, for me personally, Black Ops 2 just shined with its maps. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of Die Rise. I'm not a huge fan of Die Rise, but like Nuketown Zombies, I'm not a huge fan of Transit either, believe me. But Nuketown Zombies, Buried, Origins, Mob of the Dead, these were just such awesome maps. I had to put both of these together at number 1. Yes, they're complex. Yes, they are both massive. They're so similar. They're so awesome. And I just could not decide between the two of them. So both of them come in at number 1. I don't care what any of the rest of you say. I mean, I do. Believe me, your opinion still matters. But for me, seeing as how this is my video, they're tied. Okay? It's a tie. And I think there's a ton of people out there who would agree with me. So I'm going to end it right there. You guys tell me differently if you want to down in the comments, but chances are, you're wrong. Well guys, that is going to do it for me on this video. Hope you all really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for new videos posted on a regular basis. And be sure to hit that notification bell in the corner so that you can stay up to date with all new content that I will be posting and bringing out to you guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time.